And now it is time to head out again. I always like to do this when it's raining. Maybe it's just me, but it seems like... let's change the camera a bit here. It always seems to me that there's a sardi here during the day, and if you come at when it's raining, it will not be there. So I like going during the rain. It could just be during the quest, though. It could just be superstition on my part. But there is a sardi down here that we will need to avoid, and when it's raining, I do not see it, or at least at this point when I do things in this order, I don't see it. So we're headed to the southeastern part of Ragwell Lake now. There aren't too many monsters down here, but there are some collectibles, so feel free to swim for them. We need all the collectibles we can get. And as you can see... Ooh, I heard Firefly. Oasis Flaming are hanging out down here, just in case you're curious. As you can see, there are a few red exclamation points around here. We see one there, there's a second one, and there should be a third one. There's the third one. This is actually the one over here that you can see on the screen, over straight ahead. That's the one that I want to avoid. I am not interested in that one right now. Maybe even ever, if memory serves me correctly. I might avoid that altogether. I am not going to grab that. All right, let's head in here where we should... All right, no, Sardi. He's sometimes hanging out in here. We made it to the Tranquil Grotto. And here we can find a water ether deposit. This is where Ernest told us to go. Let's just go ahead and grab a couple things out of there. A couple large water crystals. That's what I like to see. All right, let's examine. Right, yeah, that's it there. Wait, back off. There we go. This is it. It's just another ordinary ether deposit. And something spawned on us. It's an assault flammy. Let's go ahead and take that on. We have an update to the quest, which is just return to Ernest. Not that big of a deal. This guy's not all that difficult. If you have taken on White Eduardo, you will be more than equipped to handle this guy. Let's wait for Shadow Eye. I'm still at the point in the game where I can just spam arts and win. I don't need to think too hard about it, but the Shadow Eye followed by the backslash is very powerful. That's a combo you want to become familiar with when you can pull it off. No big deal if you can't, though. All right, treasure chest here. We get another Fertile Flammy Egg, even though we have enough of those already. Spark Lancer, small Flammy Crystal. Those are all now ours. Now, I believe if I swim out of here, will he immediately spawn? No, so maybe it's only during the day that he spawns. There will definitely be a Sardi in there, and you want to avoid him. Like I said, I am avoiding that red orb over there. I am not interested in that for the time being. Oh, I actually forgot to get something while we were out. Let's go ahead and head back to the Daksha Shrine if I can. What's the closest that I can get to that? Yeah, there isn't another one, is there? Isn't really another one. Alright. Camel's guidepost, I guess. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit of a trip. I should have gotten it the first time we were there. I will meet you back at the Daksha Shrine. Okay, back at the Daksha Shrine. This time we are not going to trigger the level 30-something enemy, and instead we are going to head down here. Very, very obvious red exclamation point as soon as I start. We need to crawl down this. Kind of tricky. You have to see it over in the corner, so head toward the wall, and you will find the way to climb down. Down here we can find a cave. Now, if memory serves me correctly, I can get this now. There's a lot of places around here they don't let me... Ooh, Tempest Bangs. Ooh, and a Dark Hawks. Oh, this is not good. Where is it? Where is it? It's over here. All right, let's run for it. Let's go for it. All right, we got the Twisted Gun. Yeah, those things are not easy. But we made it through, and we have made it to the other side, where we can find a secret area known as Observation Platform. No big scary enemy here. It's actually a landmark. We did get a level and I believe an art. Maybe it was a skill. Maybe it was a skill. No, we definitely got an art for Shulk here. Shaker Edge, slash at the enemy, inflicting daze. It has to be suffering topple, though. So now Shulk is in charge of inflicting daze on our enemy from time to time. But it only lasts for 2 seconds. Let's go ahead and level that up now. Seems important. The cooldown will happen a little more quickly, but the effect time doesn't change here. But Shaker Edge is definitely one of those important ones. Let's see if Ryan learned anything. It would have to be something that he's not with already. Last Stand, I believe, is new. Still not necessarily something that I care about, but it's a new aura for him. It revives Ryan once before he is incapacitated. It restores 30% of his HP. Revival fills the party gauge by 50 points, and it lasts for 15 seconds, but it has a cooldown of 2 minutes, so you kind of have to time that right, but it's not something that I'm particularly interested in. Not for him, at least. Is there anything new for Charlotte here? Doesn't look like it, because I already took out Tranquilizer, and that was it. So I believe that is it for the arts. I believe they said skill as well. A skill on Charlotte. Oh, she learned that a while ago. Okay, let's see. Grants physical protect to party with Battlestar Affinity. That's actually quite nice. Greatly boosts power of healing arts in chain attacks. That's not something I care about all that much. I'm not using healing during chain attacks too often. Not unless things are really not going my way. And then increases ether. We're doing that. Sorry, physical protect. Ether. Better. Feel like that's better. Feel like that is better. Okay, so we got another thing done. We avoided the Dark Hawks that did attack on sight, I believe. That thing is not cool. Actually, though, I believe that this secret area is technically part of the upper level of Bionis. Yes, it is. As you can see, there's a huge upper level that we have avoided to this point, but there it is, the upper level of Bionis, at least a little bit. All right, now I'm going to hope that this rain and thunder does stay. I want to actually go to the lower level, and I want to head back to the Gower Plain. We're on the hunt for a unique enemy. It'll hang out over with the Wolfs over here if it does show up. It is night as well, so that will definitely help my chances of getting that thing to spawn. Still on the lookout for Territorial Rotbart. That guy is never nice. Doesn't matter if it's raining, doesn't matter, nothing. Rotbart hates your guts constantly. And I believe that he will spawn a little bit east of here, where all the Wolfs are normally, which, if you remember, is where the Ponios are during the day. He should show up. Here he is, Napping Wolfen. Level 17, not too bad. He's a significantly larger Wolf than the other ones.
But don't drop your guard.
Sneak attack.
Won't take long.
Let's go ahead and take on as many of these as we can.
Everyone, let's go. I'm really feeling it.
If you could have toppled him, that would have been great. I have a thing for that now. Yeah, we're almost done with the other Wolf, even though we haven't been focusing on him. Let's lower that. All right, we did turn around. I missed it. That was a roll early on the Affinity. It went slow, I swear. Oh, I triggered another one. It's alright, we almost got him down. Yeah, I don't think we can inflict break on him. Either way, down he goes. Just a couple more leg Wolves to go here. Maybe even just the one. Alright, just the last one. Let's see what we get. We got an Affinity coin. That's what I really care about. More spotted Wolf hide that I don't necessarily care about. But steady arms, speed boots, and a leather cap. I don't think the leather cap's all that good if memory serves me correctly. But a couple more collectibles. Those are always nice. Still can see the Bionis up there. I love that about this game. Like, it doesn't matter where you go, where your character can see, that's what you see as well. Now I think it is time to just warp back to the refugee camp. I think we are done. I think we are finally done with all of our side quests, or at least all the ones that need me to go out there for the time being and that I'm willing to do at this point. Oh. Damn it, Palma. I thought you were a collectible. I was going to put you on a page and everything. All right, we need to change the time. Let's make it during the day again. And we'll go out in search of Ernest. Where is Ernest? Oh, Satada is here first. Let's talk to Satada.
You know,
Oh, I should have Charlotte out front again. Satada knew friends could get rid of that monster. I trust you more than any other to get job done. That why Satada placed the fate of our camp in your capable hands. Words can't express how grateful we are to you, friends. I'm glad everything worked out. See, this could have been Charlotte and Ryan. Nice one, Shulk. Let's keep up the good work. Of course. Nothing can stop us once we get going. Take this small token of thanks. Thank you, my friends. Now, where is Q for today's plate of fish? The fish-eating monster that settled by Ragwell Lake is gone, and a food crisis has been averted. This is about the abnormal brog that we got. 1,100 gold, 400 experience, sleep resist 2 for that. Sleep resist 2, not that great. Not that great. Let's go ahead and put Charlotte back in front. Surely with her bikini bottoms, everybody will be friendlier to us. Like, oh, hey, Charlotte. How are you doing today? Isn't Ernest over here? Yes, he is. Ernest, I'm mad at you. What? Still just normal crystals. And monsters appeared again? Huh. Looks like I got it wrong again. Everyone fails from time to time, ain't that right? So you figured out I'm having you on. Problem is, it's interesting. Anyway, I had a laugh. You deserve a little something. I don't like Ernest. After giving him the benefit of the doubt, it looks like Ernest tricked you again. But ultimately, I get experience for this, so who's really benefiting from this? We get 1,000 gold, 500 experience, and that Earth Cloak 2 that could help us with Gentle Rodriguez, but I won't deal with that just yet, like I said. I also heard somebody told me, I apologize, I don't remember who it was. Bing Kingdom, maybe? But what he said was that you can actually trick Gentle Rodriguez. You can get within range of him, well, just outside of his aggro range, save the game, and then when you reload, you can run past him before he loads. But that's not something that I am interested in doing, to be honest with you. Do I want to actually talk to him? I do. Ernest,
hi there.
you have another one for me? Ain't you had enough yet? You're a glutton for punishment. Oh yeah, I got something I really need you to help me out with. There's a grave on the cliff north of Kusharpa Falls. Do you know whose it is? I'm here to listen. Yeah, I'm a good listener and all. Only when it involves food. So you dunno then? It's my friend's grave. Can you put these flowers on it? You probably don't believe me, but I'm telling the truth this time. Never mind, I've lied to you twice already. No way you'll believe me. I do. I can see it in your eyes. I can't be 100% sure, but it feels like you're telling the truth this time. Really? You really believe me? What's this? I'm feeling a bit guilty. Don't be like that. I'm sure you had reasons for lying when you did, but I believe what you're saying now. I mentioned the flowers for the grave, right? Will you do it for us? Now we have Ernest's Solitude. This is not something that we can complete yet because I don't have access to Kusharpa Waterfall just yet. But there seems to be a reason behind Ernest's lies. Place flowers on the grave of his friend at the edge of the cliff north of Kasharpa Waterfall. Place the flowers on the grave. For this, we get 1,200 gold, 750 experience, and grand boots. That sounds grand. Do you really trust me now? Thanks, but don't go trusting me too much. Yeah, I don't. Don't you worry about that. Put the flowers on the grave on the cliff north of Kasharpa Falls. Watch out for Turkins. It was one of those things that... Nah, never mind. You can count on us. We'll get it done. Also, Charla does have unique comments for this one. Yeah, we'll sort this all out. I'm counting on you. And we get a grave bouquet. Hooray. Feel a little sad about that one. But we get an update to the quest, so there it is. Place the flowers on the grave. We still have imaginations tempered and spirits raised. We have a few things that we can still do. Liliana's sincere request, like I said, that's the level 40 enemy. Either we need to do the Earth Cloak or we need to do the save trick in order to get past him, or I could just wait until I can defeat him, and that is my plan. Pala and Noreen, we're still working on that. That's affinity. Mementos of a Lost Son, we found a couple of those already, but we do need to find the knife still, and that's not something that we have access to. We also have Challenge 2 Part 1, Trainer Harmalon. Oh, right, Spiral Valley. I was about to say, we took on some Turkin already, and that is all of the quests that are still available to us. So, as you might imagine, we are now done with side quests for the time being, and we are going to head back to the main story part next time. But first, we do have the Collectopaedia to deal with, everybody's favorite. So let me get things ready. We have a few pages to go over, two in particular. I'm just going to go ahead and complete what I can here, even if I feel like I'm going to need this stuff for other things. I'm just going to go ahead and put down what I can. Because we have already used a bunch of these already, like the clear almonds. I believe we already used all of the ones that we need. If you need more of these, Ewan here in the refugee camp will trade for them. The bright figs, I don't think I have enough of those already. Maybe I do. Liliana, who's in front of Dunban's house back in Colony 9, will trade for them. I believe I traded with her for them, so I have a feeling that we've already gotten that done as needed. The dark grapes, Anna will trade for these. I believe I'm going to need one more because I don't remember using the dark grapes yet. But she's here in the refugee camp, the little girl. She'll trade for him. All right, so category complete. And we get Lightning Attack 2 as a result of that. That sounds quite nice. The Insanity Mints we already used, so let's go ahead and use those. I should have one extra to spare. If you are short, Gorman, who shows up in the refugee camp at night, will trade for them. If you are short on Night Tulips, I only need the one of those. Arda will trade for them. Hooray! For that, we get Poison Defense 2. Remember, this is for the Tephra Cave. The Shin Newts, you need a lot of those, but I have way more than I'm ever going to need. I think I only need 5 of those, and I think I've already turned in the 5. Olga here in the refugee camp will trade for these if you are short. Cave Rat, I only need the 1. I have 7. The Monica, only at 3-star. You need 3-star affinity with Colony 9, but Monica in Colony 9 in the military district at night will trade for these. Shin Geckos, maybe this was the one that we already used. You need 3-star affinity in Colony 9 once again, but Mephi, who's in the Central Military District, will trade for these. So there's that. The Happy Rabbit, I need 5 total, and I don't think I'm there yet. But Garugu, who is somebody that we have not met yet. He's on the upper level of Bionis' leg. We'll get there. He trades for them. Just 1 star for that. So we'll get those eventually. We get HP up 2 for completing that. When it comes to brown butterflies, I only need the 1. I have 4 in case you need one. Nira, who is in Colony 9, the southwestern part of the residential district during the day. We'll trade these for you if you have 3-star affinity in Colony 9, though. Gold Caterpillars, I need a ton of these, but that's probably not going to be for some time. I need 10 total. Joleel, we'll trade for these. Remember, that's the person that I have a hard time finding in Colony 9 in the residential district at night. But 3-star affinity in Colony 9, you can trade with her. I believe Joleel is a her for those. Rebel Stonefly, I need 3, have 3 in case you are short. Betty, who's in the Tranquil Square during the day in Colony 9. We'll trade these for you if you have 3-star affinity in Colony 9. Slow Resist 2 as a result of that. I do need these, don't I? Alright, I'm going to have to warp out of here to get those. These are kneecap rocks. I need 4 of them, and I didn't get any. Not sure how that happened. Alright, Confusion Ivy. We'll go ahead and put that down. I only need 1. Jackson will trade for these if you have 3-star affinity in Colony 9. He's the one that I always have trouble finding as well. He's, hiding behind all the buildings. Clarity Moss, I only need the 1, so let's go ahead and put that down. Jaroke will actually trade for these. He's in the southern residential district at night. He's the one punching the tree. He'll trade for these if you have 3-star affinity in Colony 9. A lot of this is 3-star affinity in Colony 9, and I will get that last nature one soon. The Leaf Mystery, I only need the 1. This one actually requires 4-star affinity in Colony 9, so I'm lucky to have gotten it already. Nick in the northern part of the military district in Colony 9 during the night will trade for these, but I have the 1 to spare. And then the Steel Silk, I need 3 of these. I have 3. This can be traded for, once again, 3-star affinity in Colony 9, southern residential district at night. His name is Pepino. He will trade those for you. All right, that is it for Strange. And we get Attack Stability 2. That sounds interesting, and it kind of is. But we will head out and we will trade for that kneecap rock. I need 4 of them after all. That's going to be some work. All right, next up we do have Hot Tarot. I have 11 of these. Hot Tarots you can get from Nikita here in the refugee camp, but it has to be an overtrade of at least 3,840 G more than what he is asking. So that one's a little difficult to get. Juicy Broccoli, I need 4, have 4. There's no trade for this one as far as I know. You just have to run around the Gower Plain until you get them, unfortunately. Spicy Cabbage, I only need 1. Once again, not tradable, at least easily tradable. So you just run around the Gower Plain, around the Jabos Rock Rest area, and you can find some Spicy Cabbage. You only need the 1, though. Hard Lotus, I'm going to need 4. I have 8. Once again, running around Gower Plain, the southern Gower Plain is your best bet for the Hard Lotus. But for that, we get a Pelt Top. That's nice. Sour Gooseberry, I need 5. I have 2. This one I'm going to have to trade for. Karaoke here in the refugee camp will have them at 1-star affinity, which is always nice, but we'll trade for more of those. The Red Durians, I need 3. I have 4. Honestly, I would say that the best spot for that is Tranquil Grotto, which is where we were last. You can get them there. That's pretty much all I can say about that. There's also a place called Believer's Paradise where we have not been that will spawn them. That's difficult to get to, though. I would much rather go to Tranquil Grotto than that. Walnut Grapes, I need 5. I have 7. Once again, Jabos Rock Rest area, the Gower Plain, somewhere around there is your best bet. Humming Plum, I need 3. I have 2. Ragwell Bridge is actually the best spot for that. But we haven't actually run across the Ragwell Bridge, so I should be able to get them another one later. We get Paralysis 2 for that one. That could work out quite nice. The White Ladybird, I only need 1. Right around where the Mechon are here in the Bionis leg that we've taken on many times. That's your best bet for those. The Hill Firefly, I need 5. I only have 2. around Ragwell Lake is your best bet. That's what my notes say. My notes also say check the wiki, so it's probably kind of complicated. I might say that quite a bit. There's very specific spots where it can spawn, but they are kind of rare. Just kind of swim around Ragwell Lake is kind of your best bet. But if you're desperate, I would check the wiki. They have a very detailed guide to getting those there.